Bonham. I got to ask you, because I don't know the whole story about how you met Bonham and how, you turned him on to stuff, because you were there, before Zeppelin.
Well,
Matt.
very easy. Vanilla Fudge was doing a gig December 26th in Denver. Vanilla Fudge and Spirit sold out. My manager was good friends with Peter Grand. Peter Grand, had we had the same attorney as Jeff Beck and Jimi Hendrix and the Rascals, and our agent was the same agent. So the agent called Barry Fay, who was the promoter, and said, "Look, we got Jimmy Page's new band. We had done gigs with Vanilla Fudge, and the Yardbirds, the last version of the Yardbirds with Jimmy, so we knew Jimmy." And the promoter said, "Look, we don't need Led Zeppelin on there. It's his new band, I know, but we don't need him. We're sold out." So he said, "Come on, it's only $1,500, Long story short, we ended up paying half of Zeppelin's fee, Vanilla Fudge, to put them on the show, their first show in America. And the promoter paid half. And then we did some more shows with them, and I got to know Bonzo and his right foot. I loved his right foot. And when I said to him, "Man, I love what you did on Good Times, Bad Times. It's awesome." He said, "I got it from you." I said, "I don't do that." He said, "You did do that." And he pointed it somewhere on one of my albums. Instead of repeating it, I went like bop, do da bop, do da bop, do da bop with the bass drum. Bop, do da bop, do da bop. And he just kept it going, So he got the concept from what I did and did his own thing to it. So we became friends, And I had these big blonde Ludwig drums that nobody else had. I had two big 26 bass drums and a big tom in the middle, big toms on the side, and three cymbals. And he said, "Man, I would love to get a Ludwig endorsement. You think you could help me?" I said, "Yeah." Like I said, I always hung out with the opening acts and the roadies, and that's where we met this guy Clive, who knows Bob. He was with them. And we also had a roadie work with us called Richard Cole. We used to call him the Mortician because he used to wear black long coats all the time. So we call him Mort for short. So he was on with them, and he worked for us before he went with them. So it was like a little family growing there, So I called up Ludwig and I said, "Hey, look, there's a new band called Led Zeppelin. This drummer is really good. I think he wants to play Ludwig drums. He wants a kit just like mine. Can we do that?" And I said, "I think they're going to be big." The understatement of what, 7 decades now? So on my word, we sent him a Led Zeppelin album, and they gave him the drum set, just like mine, exactly like mine. The next tour, '69, they got big already. We were playing together again. Now he had my drum set. And you remember Randy Castillo, Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Randy told me the story. He said he lived in Albuquerque, so we played in Albuquerque. So, we used to alternate headlining, because they got so big. So one time we would headline, that they might headline. So we were headlining. Okay. I don't know who headlined, but the drum set was on the stage. Let's say Led Zeppelin played. Then they stop playing. They take the drum set off the stage, and they put my drum set on the stage. And it's the same drum set. So Randy said, "I don't know what the hell was going on." He said, why are they taking it off and then put it back on? When I met him, I said, "Well, because that's my drum set." And it was a little different, the angles and stuff. So that's what happened. So then we became really good friends, with Led Zeppelin, and really good. Me and Bonzo were like really good friends. And it wasn't until this book called Thunder of Drums that came out that I would say that I influenced him, because when I said it, like I said before, it looks like I'm egoing out, but this is my life. I'm a truthful guy. And, so every time I would say something about that, I get this bad letters saying, "You didn't influence John Bonham, he's the best," that kind of stuff. So I said, okay, I won't say that stuff no more, until this book came out called The Thunder of Drums. I think it was Chris Wells, who wrote for English magazines. And he has in there interviews he did with John Bonham, stating that I was his mentor, and stating to Cozy Powell that when he came back from playing with the Fudge, him and Cozy were gaga over my playing and the big drums and everything. You could tell Cozy had the big drums like I had. And I was the first one that had the big drums, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, so then after that came out,
26-inch bass drums or 28s?
26, you know, and I had the big marching tenor drum was my small tom and a big snare drum and big toms on the side.
Yeah.
You know, nobody did that in those days.
No.
I wanted to be bigger than Dino Danelli from the Rascals. He had a 24-inch bass drum.
Okay.
So I did that. He's my mentor. I just found out today or yesterday he died on my birthday 2 years ago.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Which is crazy. So I put that up on my Facebook, you know. But you know, so that's how it happened, you know. And so then after that, you get like Rhythm Magazine in England saying the man that influenced John Bonham, Carmine Appice, or Bonham drummer, the man who created heavy drumming before Bonham, before Ian Pace, before anyone, you know. So now I'm getting my due, not by me, by other people.
Yeah.
So then
You
I
don't
was
have to
able,
blow your own trumpet.
yeah. So then I was able to do it. Now everybody knows, you know, like you, everybody knows I had something to do with influence John Bonham, but I didn't tell you
Yeah.
until now.
John Bonham on drums.
As always, thank you for your questions and your comments. If you want to see this episode unedited, become a member right here on YouTube. Click on the box you see that pops up on your screen. There's some more great episodes coming your way. In the meantime, you could order Bob Daisley's For Fact's Sake Autobiography right now and check out Beck, Bogart, Appice, the box set, and Guitar Zeus by Carmine, featuring Zakk Wylde / Neil Sean and many others. Until then, we'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching. Who loves you, baby? We do.